Good morning, creator. How are we doing today? Survived all the snowstorms here in the Midwest. Okay, it wasn't really a storm, but a lot of snow, and of course it'll be gone maybe by today or tomorrow, so not going to be a problem at all. All right, as it says, I have a new surface to play with. I'm pretty excited about that, so I'll show you that in a minute. Go over some of my things that I've made the last couple days. And if you're on, say hello, hello. Cool. I'm going to put this right there. Cool. All right. Let's go over. I didn't get to show you this yesterday, I forgot. This is the time-lapse video project I did, one of them, where I layered a lot of different paint colors and sanded and on this surface, put on the piece of watermelon, took the, it says Sweet Summer that you can overlay on top of the watermelon. I put the summer on a tag and then made another little tag and used a couple different transfers to put the word lovin' on there, and then we bowed it up. So I just stapled that on the back. So if you haven't seen that time-lapse video, go check it out on my news feed. And that's that project. We're actually going to work with the watermelon again today, so but on a much different surface. And this is one we did yesterday on the live. This was a linen canvas. We put some whitewash on it. Put on the polka dots, whitewashed it again on top of the polka dots, laid this transfer on top, added the extra little star, and distress ink around the edges, and some natural wax on the top to seal it in. So that was just on a canvas, and that I did on a live yesterday, so you can catch that replay on that too. So that's that one. But what I got last week, I got from Couture was the big 18 by 18 Sylvie board, black with white frame. And we have a lot of cool 18 by 18 transfers, but it's hard to find the surface for them to work on, unless you get one of our Sylvie boards. So that's what I'm opening up here. And I don't know why I'm not using my knife. It would go a lot faster. Okay. This is a board that I'll be washing off and redoing for different seasons. Isn't it cool? Alright, like I need to move my laptop, or my iPad. So say hi if you're watching. Oh goodness, we got a lot. Amy, Tonda, good morning. Hi Susie, hi Sherry, Karen, Gail, Kathy. Is the watermelon transfer available? Yes, I believe so. Let me just double check that. Go right to the site right now. Let's see. It's called, if you get on my site and search Sweet Summer, I think it's called. There it is. Right there. It's a size B transfer. It's $14.99. And it's a layered. But the one I just did, I didn't put the layering on the second layer on top. I just did the watermelon and used the word summer on the tag. So if you can see that. I think this one today I'm going to do watermelon. I'm going to make it pretty much like this. I'm going to do it more pinkish. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to do it on the 18, but I'm going to do, hold on. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing here. Oh, that's weird. It's being all goofy. Is it frozen? I have to shut off my iPad. Turn it back on. So I trimmed my hair a little bit today. And then I tried to spray it. I don't know. I'll have to wash it again to see if it's needing any other additional trims. So hold on. I cut quite a bit off, but you don't know. I'm no professional by any means, but it was getting too long. Okay, get back on here. Can't load it. I must have quit. Let's try it again. Is it working? I think so. Sorry, guys. My computer went wacko for a second there. Wondering how you made the bow on the watermelon. Susie, did you see the video of that? Is it what I'm trying? Okay. Hi, Gail. So, let me know if you saw the video. I know it's fast, but it kind of shows it. I just stapled on the lace and then this twine on each side. Of course, this side's longer. And then this ribbon, the lace is really long, okay? You want to start that long. Because as you add cut layers of ribbon, you just kind of tie them on with the lace. And you just keep tying it on till you get done, and then you make a bow of the lace on the top. So it's really easy. Don't make it harder than what it is, because it's not hard to do. No, you haven't. Okay, so go back to Odessa Rose Creates when you're done here. And there should be a video on there in my news feed of me creating this. It's a time-lapse video, but you can get the idea of how this was done on there. So check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Okay. Let's play with my new 18 by 18 Sylvie. I got stuff piled up all around me. All right, here it is. It's a double hanger on the top, so I want to make sure the top is at the top, right? And this is going to take a lot of my desk room, so I also have the circle mask, which is what I used on my stained glass window piece, but that board was only like this big, and it's made for the 18 by 18, so I've been wanting to use it. Show you. These are the little pieces we're going to put on after we do that part. So let me just set those right there. If you're interested in any Couture products, you can buy them on my website, couture.com/Odessa Rose. Hi, Lori. And that's where you can buy all these transfers, chalk paste, these beautiful boards. And if you want to learn more about how to become a designer yourself, maybe you want to craft a lot with Couture, make your own signs and sell them. We also sell ink products. You can put those on shirts, just like what I did on this one. This is my Country Girl bleached out flannel. So we have ink that you can heat set, chalk paste that's washable, washes off, especially these chalkboards. You can also make that permanent on a sign, and And what else? You can join Couture's Club Couture, where you get that transfer every month and 3 paste packets for $19.99 a month, which is a really fun way to learn how to start chalking. So I got 3 things of Houndstooth because they retired it and I wanted to make sure I had plenty of them. So we're going to put down the Houndstooth first, and then we're going to put this over it. And what's that going to do? It's going to block out this center circle, so there's no Houndstooth in that area, but it will be in this area. So it makes a nice perfect circle. And then inside that circle, we're going to put our little slice of watermelon. I want to try to make some kind of like a watermelon vine with leaves and flower, like little white flowers on there. I wonder if they're white or I wonder if they're yellow. I might make them yellow and white. I was going to Google that before I got on here. The blooms of a watermelon vine. Oh well, they don't necessarily have to be a watermelon vine, but I'm going to try to stick with yellows, whites, and the pink reds. I think layering this piece with this piece up on the mantle for the summer is gonna be really neat. So that's kind of my idea, is for these summer yellow, pink, and white, a little bit of red colors for the mantle. Okay, this was also made with, you see that? There it is. I made this one a couple weeks ago. So trying to work on my summer mantle. I still have my Easter decor up on my mantle, and I'll probably do a little bit of a everyday home decor look and then plop this up like in June or like Memorial Day weekend. I might change it out to the summer look. So kind of a little bit ahead of myself, but I'm kind of excited to try this, right? So what you do is first you put down your main pattern and then you put the mask over it, okay? So let's get it out. I'm not sure if I've used this one. I probably have. Looks like it, because it's not on the backer perfectly. I'm gonna set this aside. And this isn't overly sticky because I've used it, so I'm just going to put it right on the chalkboard. After I get the backing off, just got to turn this over, and it fits perfectly in this board, which is why I wanted it. So now you just want to get all the air pockets out. And I think I'm going to do this in white. I wish I had my 4-inch squeegee. Here it is. Maybe want this. This helps get the air pockets out too. This is great for if I was doing this whole thing, to use the 4-inch squeegee, because you can get the paste on a lot faster. Now I'm just using it to push out the air pockets. I think it's not the best right here. Okay. Okay, now you put the mask on. This is the 10-inch, they call it? 10-inch circle mask. And that's going to block out a circle in the center of the houndstooth. So the houndstooth becomes like a frame or a mat to your design that you're going to put in the center. Okay. They have these in other sizes too, for smaller frames. So check those out in the catalog. I think this is the only one I have. I can't remember if I got the smaller one or not. So this is just going to lay on top of this one. Just kind of try to get this down as smooth as possible. Especially the mask here. Okay, now we need to get our white paste ready. Hi Lynn, hi Rod, hi. I want to join the monthly club and then I have stopped myself 3 times. Oh, it's somewhere. Is there somewhere I could see the materials in person? Probably not in person unless you have a designer near you, but you're going to get what you get every month is a transfer. This month it was that typewriter, and let me show you that. If you join now, your subscription starts in May, and then we never know what the transfer is going to be. It's like a surprise, so it's like getting a surprise box in the mail. But it'll be announced the 1st of May, like May 1st, and then you'll know what it is. So that's part of the fun of it, is like it's a surprise, and usually it's something seasonal or something very on trend. So that's cool. But if you go to Couture.com/Odessa Rose, you'll be on my site. It has my name up here, Robin Schmidt, and you click on Club Couture. And this is the envelope it comes in. I got one right here. Okay, you're going to get this envelope, and you're going to get a transfer. And this month, it was the typewriter, which everybody loves the typewriter. Have you seen it? I gotta find it. It should be right here handy. This was the typewriter one. And it's always this size of a transfer. This is called size B, and they normally retail for $14.99. So for $19.99, you're getting the transfer, plus you're getting 3 paste packets. And this is what a paste packet is. You get 3 of these. Okay? And everyone gets the same 3 colors. Okay? And it's different every month what colors you get. It's usually whatever will coordinate with the transfer. Okay? And when you click on Club Couture, there's a great video right here to watch that explains it all. And like Valentine's, or for that month, was probably January's. We got a Valentine one. Another popular one was the home one, which I think is still over here. Find it. I just saw it. This is one we got earlier. You can see them in here in the picture. How they are seasonal or just really cool home decor ones. But you'll get the transfer and 3 paste packets. So you do want to have a squeegee. So if you need to order squeegees, but you can order this kit right here too. You don't have to order it, but when you subscribe, you can get that kit. You're going to get a beautiful board, and you get this, the board and base. And these are all washable, so you can wash that chalk off and recreate if you want to. So it's all explained right here in this video. And of course it talks about it right here. If you push subscribe, here's your option to buy the starter kit that has the 2 surfaces. You get a jar of white paste and a squeegee and the multi-tool. And those are at a discount, so that's a good time to buy those. And then you have the option to buy the current transfer, which right now is a typewriter. So you can add that to your cart if you'd like to. But when your subscription starts in May, if you would subscribe this month, it's just $19.99 a month. There's free shipping on your subscription. So a super fun way to start your journey in the crafting world of Couture. So fun. So here I am, I'm back. All right. Any more questions about that? Set that back up. Put this away. And we'll start talking on our big board here. Okay, so we got our mask on. And now we just need to chalk the white paste, which I got right here. I might spread some on, put some on, and then apply it with my 4-inch squeegee, because it'll go a lot faster. And you can see it's kind of, you want it nice and soft, not too runny, but about like, this is runny enough, let's just say that. I don't think you want it much runnier than this. I'm just going to plop some on and take my 4-inch squeegee and just apply it. And I think you want to, on this, you want to start from the inside and go out, because that top mesh silk screen is just kind of floating on there. I don't know, it might be easier, faster if I do it with this. Let me see. I'm trying to decide. Getting there. Scrape all the paste off. And I might lift this up so it doesn't dry in it, because this is taking longer than I anticipated. Oh, gosh. And it didn't go all the way out. I think it's going to be easier to just go around the circle and then take off the mask and then finish it. So let me try that. Just go like this. I'm going to do that and then lift up this part. And then finish my houndstooth. Because it didn't go all the way to the edge, so that's kind of weird. First time using that on a big 18 by 18. But I want it all the way. See how it didn't do the edge here? So sometimes you just gotta experiment. Just gonna go around that circle. I'm going to pick this up and then do the other half. going over the silk screens in the Houndstooth pattern, and we're spreading over our chalk paste. Another thing you could do, Sandy, is... Oh, you're not far from me? Oh, cool. We have Try Me kits. I have them also on my VIP group that you can try, which is, I have paste packets in those also. And then even on my chalk site, under specials, we have chalk kits also that come with a surface, a squeegee, the transfer, so you can try it that way too. Okay, I like the way that came out better than... Okay, I'm gonna lay these in the water because they are gonna be a mess if I don't get them in the water. So, right now I have some Try Me kits on my VIP page. If you're not in my VIP page, go to my Odessa Rose Creates page and you'll see groups, you'll see the VIP and ask to join that. And I have, you're going to get this board and base, you'll get a transfer, and I have several of them for you to pick out. I include ribbon and embellishments for you to finish it off, and you're going to get a couple packets of chalk paste and a little mini squeegee. And then this is your choices of transfers. And so there's a video on that. You'll probably even find the video on my Odessa Rose page about which transfer you want to pick out. So that's fun too. Okay. When you chalk over scrapbook paper, do you have to put anything on it to keep the chalk from bleeding? Not to keep the chalk from bleeding, but you want to put wax over paper. And by wax, I mean I use Min Wax finishing paste. You can get it in a dark stain or you can get it in the natural. You want to put that on top of paper because you don't want the paper sticking to your transfer. On the back of our transfers is like a sticker, okay? And that's what holds them in place while you're chalking. So if you don't put wax on your paper, there's a chance that it'll stick to the paper. Not only will it tear your paper, but it will ruin your transfer because it's really hard to get that paper back off that sticky side. So that's why you want to wax your paper first. Okay, so we need to let this dry or put the dryer on it. So I'm going to do that real quick. I love Houndstooth. Always have. Hi Sharon. Now you could do, to make it simpler, I'm going to make it kind of more complicated design, but if once you did this, you could easily add in a transfer that says something in the middle. I'm going to try to find something. Let's see if I have it. Like, this is a good one. Trust in the Lord, because it's kind of circular. And we could just put that right here, and it would fit perfectly in there, and that would be a really cool board. So there's other transfers that work right inside this circle. Like that one's a good one. So that would be easy to do, and you could be done. But I'm going to do I'm going to be a little more artsy, and put the watermelon on there, and some leaves and flowers. Make it really pretty. Hopefully. I just gotta. Oh yeah, I put them over here, didn't I? I don't remember where I put everything. So I really like this watermelon. I was thinking of trying to find something that could be like a whole watermelon to kind of put behind the slice of watermelon. And I still might be able to add that in later after I go searching. I thought about using part of one of our big pumpkin cutouts and just putting the piece of it right here, which I think would work. But it is an argyle pattern. I don't think the argyle would be fighting too much against the houndstooth. If I was going to do that, I should have put down the polka dot pattern. So that's okay. I'll figure something else out. This might be just right like this. So I kind of want it sticking out a little bit over the circle. Because I'm going to be bringing my flowers out over in here a little bit. So, and this is where I kind of want to put like a whole watermelon. I just got to figure out how I want to do that. And I'll probably do that later after we're done with this. So I'm going to lay my watermelon slice here. I'm going to put some green down here. And we'll do kind of more the pinkish, I think. Maybe just a hint of red in it, but not too much. And then I think I will go ahead and do the Sweet Summer on top of the watermelon slice. Okay, so we'll see how that works out. All right, I need to find me some green. On the other watermelon, I did a dark green and a light green together, so we'll try to do that again. Good morning, Sharon. You just want to make sure your silk screen is flat and there's no air pockets in it. It's nice and stuck down pretty well. So this is called Kiwi, and honestly I can't tell you if that's the current light green color, but we have I think 35 colors of chalk paste right now that you can order. So a wide variety of colors and hues, so check those out. I'm just going to put light green right up against the rind. You know how it kind of gets dark green and then is the outside, and then it's kind of light green that goes into white. So I'll show you how I added the white like I did on my other one. So there's the light green, and now we're going to put in some dark green. And I'm just going right over that houndstooth pattern. So we're just layering it right on top. And I'm squeegeeing it off. So you kind of want to skim it down. Because you don't want it thick on that. You want to skim it down over the silk screen. So you just kind of take your squeegee. This is a really teeny squeegee on the end of this multi-tool that we use. So it's kind of blending in the dark green in with the light green as we do that. Okay. Now this is what we call paste and peel. I'm going to peel up around the green, up the green, so that the paste doesn't dry in the silk screen, and just lay it back down. If the paste would dry in the silk screen, then it would stick in the silk screen and it won't stay on your board. So since I'm going to be working on this area now, I've just lifted it up and laid it back on top. So the paste is stuck on the board and not in my silk screen. Because chalk paste dries really, really quickly. Okay? because it's made of chalk, so it's going to dry fast, fairly fast. So you don't want it to dry in your silk screen. All right, let's take one of these, and I'm just going to do I'm going to do all this in pink and maybe put a little bit of red up in here and then blend it all together. I think this is called Pink Grapefruit. I love this pink. It's kind of what I call a dirty pink. It's got that country dirty pink color to it. Not mauve-y, because we have a mauve, and mauve is even more gray than this. But it's not like a neon bright pink. It's just a soft pink. And try not to get into the green here. Okay, and I'm going to leave some up in there to blend in with this red. Now I'm going to take my finger and blend the red and the pink together, just kind of swirling it so that it blends into it. Then take a clean finger and come down even a little bit further. Okay, now you want to get a paper towel, and we're going to skim down the paste, but you want to make sure you don't have any on it, so clean it off and start with your pink and just come up. You can kind of see where it's, if it has like a definite line, just go over it again. Like if it goes right from pink to red, you want it to blend in. So just make sure that's blended pretty good as you squeegee it over. Okay. Put that in the water. I have a thing of water down on both sides of me. Okay, so we're going to pick that up. And there's our watermelon. And we're going to lay that in the water. Throw my paper towel away. I'm going to get me a wet wipe and wipe off my fingers. Any more questions? Good morning, Cindy. How big is the watermelon transfer? It's a size B. So if you're looking it up on the website, you can go to the little search button and put in Sweet Summer, which is the title of it, and it'll find it for you. Or you can go to where you can just search the size B transfers, which is in 9 or 8 by 11.5, I think. But it's 2 pieces, so it's cut. You cut it in half. So this watermelon itself, if you want to know the exact size of the watermelon, it's about 7 inches wide and just over 3 inches thick. But it comes with another piece to put on top of that to put in the lines and the word Sweet Summer. Okay. So, oh, I was going to show you how I did so we had these chalk pens, okay? They're by Couture also, chalk markers. And I'm going to fill all this in white, so it all looks white right there. I'm going to let that dry first. Your chalk marker. This is one of those markers where you kind of push in the point to get the ink, or in this case chalk paste, to come down. So I'm just priming it, I guess you call it, getting it ready. I think it's coming out now. It's hard to tell on a white paper towel. Yeah. So now I'm just going to fill this in. I did this on my other watermelon also. Wow, it's scraping up the pink. That's weird. It needs to harden, I think, more before I come up next to it. So this will wash off this board just like the other chalk paste when I go to change it out for the seasons. Paste is just picking right up. I gotta dry that better. Paste is really wanting to pick up. So it's kind of strange. I don't know if I should have wiped off the board first before I started using it because it's brand new. Or what? Okay, I'm just going to leave that like that. And let's see, I think we're done with the red and the pink. I'm going to add some flowers and leaves up in here. I am going to put the Sweet Summer over this, but I'm going to let this set a little while. Just because it's really picking up off the board. The chalk paste is picking up off the board really easy, and I don't know if it's because it's a brand new board and I should have washed it first or something. Just had some bleed throughs on my houndstooth. I'm just kind of scraping it off. I'm going to clean that up with the wet Q-tip later. Okay, so I got the white. I want to get this other green going here, and we're gonna do some leaves and some little yellow and white flowers to kind of look kind of like a watermelon vine. Just prepping my paste here. a little bit of water because they kind of get, you know, they start to get dry as they sit out. All right, let's see how this turns out. I snagged out some bigger leaves that are fall leaves, and then I think we can just do some. So this is what goes on top of the watermelon: sweet summer, and that will go on top of that, unless I decide to put it elsewhere. You could still tie a big bow around here and make some mini tags and put sweet summer on the mini tags. That might look cute. So we could do that. Kind of like I did with my other sign. I put summer lovin', but I could put sweet summer and hang some tags with some big wide ribbon across here. That might be fun. Give it a little bit more character. So we could do that instead of putting it on top of the watermelon again. So, okay, what else do we got? We got, I always seem to go to You Are Enough, which probably isn't available anymore. I'm not sure, but they always have the perfect little hanging down flowers in it. Greenery and flowers. And I always think those look, they always drape really nice. So we might use those. That's the You Are Enough. I'd have to look that up to see if it's still available. Kind of my go-to, seems like, for floral arrangements. The Wander has a nice little flowers and little vinies. But we have a lot of florals, so you just gotta grab them and go. I think I'm gonna put a couple big leaves, probably 3, and then we'll add some of these little flowers to them. So if I do like one here and one going up there, and then everything else in between. So. Kind of want it going off out of the circle a little bit. Grab some squeegees. I'm just gonna do different colors of green on it because it's summertime. Our leaves are still green. Just getting the greens all over the silk screen. I'm gonna need a little bit more. I've used these leaves a lot, especially at fall, so they got getting a lot of use out of them. Looks pretty. Don't know if I'll need to use that again, so I'm not going to put it in the water just yet. Using those 3 shades of green gives it some highs and lows. So just using one color. And I might have to put another one on there because I kind of end up bringing that down further than I thought. Let's see. Same thing here. loving the watermelon with the houndstooth and the leaves. It's really looking pretty. Pretty happy with it so far. And let's bring another one out here maybe. Fun thing about using our silk screens, you can just make your own designs. Like it's kind of like our drawing, and but you're not really drawing, you're just silk screening. So you still have to place your patterns where you want them. So I think 3 big leaves is probably pretty good. But I'm gonna lay them over here in case I need them real quick. And now we're bringing in some of the little flowers. I do need to get a yellow down. And let's see where we're at with that. I don't really want to use this flower, but I do like these. I think these look more like little blooms on a vine. So let's draw it. Hi, Penny. White ready. And maybe ooh, that has expanded on me. Make it sister stick. Got a lot of air in it, if you can see it. I don't want any of it to drip out onto my board, so I'm kind of holding it over here. Just need to give it a good mixing. There we go. And again, I need to wipe my fingers. Somehow they just managed to get chalk paste all over them. I can't figure that out. Okay. Alright. Still a little leery of this paste not sticking to the board very well. I think I should have washed it first or something. Some reason why it's doing that. Kinda. White and yellow flowers. And then we'll go with green on the vine, on the leaves. So if you've never tried chalking and you like to create and you're not, I mean, even if you're a good drawer or not a good drawer, even if you're not artistic, either way, it makes creating so much fun. There. Okay, so let's do another one like right in here. So you see I just picked it up and moved it over, and I'm going to chalk over the same screen without washing it. Because these are reusable, we can wash them and use them again and again. Basically until they are not sticky anymore. And these are made all the flowers yellow. It's fun. It's looking really pretty. Now I might go to another transfer. Let that dry. Let's keep getting I need to get a new wipe. Hi Robin. Hi Vicky. Do you have snow? We did get snow. I know you. I think you might gotten more snow than we did, but we definitely got several inches. And it was so fluffy. I've never seen snow. I have a video of that on my personal page. It was like someone just threw out stuffing or cotton or feather. I mean, it was just so weird. That's kind of how they say the snow is off the mountains in Colorado. But, yeah, weird. Not our typical Midwest snow. But it was pretty. It'll be gone. Probably by this evening or tomorrow. So I'm just kind of balancing my flower arrangement to my watermelon, okay? And then if we do put a wide bow on here and some tags, they'll be hanging right in here. So we'll kind of do our flower arrangement up in here to balance it all out. So I started with the three big leaves, and now we're just adding in some more flowers. I'm not going to do that big one. I'm just going to do these right here. So I think I want to do that big one in white. Wipe that off so I can go right into the yellow. Okay, and then into the green. So this is when this little handy dandy tool comes in handy. It's called the multi-tool. Both ends have a squeegee on them. This one's great for stirring your chalk paste in your jars. And then this one's great for doing these little fine areas where you want to do a lot of detail. So that one. Oh, it's really turning out cool. If I do say so myself. If I put that one there, I do kind of want a focal flower there, but I want this style of a flower and I want it bigger, so I might have to find, this one is just the wrong type of flower. So, let's see how I want this to be. I think I just do that one there. I'm just kind of pressing it down with the tool right now just to get it to stick down flat. before I add more paste. Okay, I'll add in some more green. I remember those 20-some years ago when I lived in Centerville, and we got that like 2 feet of snow on, I think, almost the same day as yesterday. And my daughter had a birthday party scheduled for that weekend, and we had to cancel it because nobody was going anywhere for a few days because there was so much snow. Put that little vine there, and then I still want to find a couple bigger flowers to put right in there. So I'll see if I can find some. I think that's pretty good for the vine. And I just need to find a bigger flower. I'll look in these packages I have here. I think we're done with all these. So I'm gonna put them all in the water so the chalk starts to dissolve. Turning out pretty cute. Looks great, loving it. Isn't it fun? When you get to do these really creative projects, that's when you really feel like art, almost like an artist. So, it's the same type of flower. Thank you, Sharon, Carlene. Trying to find a bigger flower. Put a couple big ones right in there. That's the same shape as the current flowers. So I might have to, aha. There she is. Found it. Found it. So we have white flowers, we have dark yellow flowers, and some I kind of did the yellow and white together, and it came out with a light yellow right there. So we got a lot of greatness going on. So, I'll do this in white, I think. I'm going to get a little mini squeegee. Using a bigger squeegee on this because it's a bigger piece that I want to cover. And I just want to make sure I get a lot of good paste on it. Okay. Ugh. That does not have much stick to it, and it didn't print very well. Might need to find another one. And I should have some in here. Here. I can spy one. It's more solid. Stickier. I'm gonna dry that. I love how you embellish all your designs. Thank you. I think I'm gonna put a ribbon around it and hang some tags, maybe. And put words "The Sweet Summer" on the tags. So we'll see. We're getting fancy with this flower arrangement, with this design today. Kind of want it. Kind of want it right there, but I already got some little flowers there. I might go over this one if I can fit it in. Yeah, I can. I'm not in love with that last flower, so I'm going to put this flower over it because it's going to cover it up. Just trying to see which way it's going to work best. Probably like that. That looks a little better. And then we'll put another one right here. I'll put a little bit of yellow in it just to and I really need one right there. Flowers, flowers, where did you go? Sorry, I'm getting picky. Getting picky. Say I have a few transfers, and these aren't even my big ones. These are all my little ones. But I've been collecting them for 2 years, so that's why I have so many. These are mostly flowers in here. think that's the end of my flowers for now. So, if we're gonna hang tags, we gotta get that figured out. What transfers are you using for the flowers? I'm using all kinds of transfers. Mostly from You Are Enough, which is an older transfer. And then I have flowers that are all in a bag, so I don't know where they come from. I just like put them all together. So you just have to go through your transfers and find. But most of these big leaves came from an old Autumn Leaves transfer. And then I did You Are Enough, all the little viney ones. And most of the flowers came from that. And then I found some bigger ones amongst my flower bag of flowers. So I know that's not much help, but you just see I have just a bag of flowers. So, okay, if we want to just make some tags, what do we want to make? Should we just make them out of the... They have to be kind of big. So we could just make some out of our cardboard that came with our cutout trees and pumpkins. We'll just make some tags real quick. They just had to be big enough to put the word, 2 words, one on each one, sweet and summer. Okay. So I'm gonna set this off to the side for a moment. I don't know if you can see it so far. All right, and then we'll cut some tags, and I'm gonna kind of set the lids on these pastes while we do that so they're not drying out. Okay, so all you need to do is take a straight edge and X-Acto knife, or I just use my box knife, and figure out how wide you want it. It needs to be wide enough to put the word summer on, plus a little extra, so somewhere in there. I'm just kind of, and this just kind of scores it so you can, and if you may have some tags. I have other tags too, but I kind of want to show you how you can make them. You just score that, and then you just kind of break it off, okay? I think the other one I want to do a little bit thinner for the sweet, which I have some thinner strips right here. And I think the word sweet will fit on that one. So we'll do a skinny tag and then a chunkier tag. Those are the same width. So then you just need the length that you want and allow for your hole punch. So I'm going to say like right in there. And then just cut it with your scissors. And then you want to cut the corners like a tag. Is this the one I wanted? They're almost the same size. And then cut your other corner so it looks kind of like a tag. Same with this one. Are you hanging with me, everybody? Okay, so now they kind of have this rough edge, so that's where you just take some sandpaper. And you just sand that down. It's just a really thick cardboard. And I don't know if you could even buy this anywhere, but it was packaging that we had in our pumpkin and tree cutouts. I just kind of round the corners. It doesn't take much. And just the edge that was cut, I just making it smooth. rounding the corners. And then that cut edge is all uneven, so I'm just gonna smooth it down. Get in there. And just round the corners again. So we got 2 tags that we just need to punch holes in. Get rid of this. I have a crocodile, and I never knew what a crocodile was until I started chalking, and I see people use them to basically to make tags. So it's actually to put grommets in, and then it has 2 different sizes of hole punches, and they work super easy on really thick surfaces. So I'm using the larger one, and I'm just going to place it in the middle. It just cuts the hole. Same with the little one. Okay, so now we have 2 tags. And I just ordered that crop, C-R-O-P, a dial, like a crocodile, but it's crocodile. And I ordered it off of, through Michael's and picked it up there a while back. Okay, so we have 2 tags, and we're going to put Sweet Summer. And they're going to hang above our watermelon piece. So we just need to decide what colors. Where's it at? So probably I'll do Sweet in red. And I might do Summer in pink, maybe. And I want it to read, I don't want the word to be upside down, so it's going to be Sweet Summer. So I'm putting the word sweet over here. You kind of want it centered, like that. And I said, what, red? So we'll get our red back out. Are you going to convention? I hope to, Carlene. Are you going to chalk convention? Do you store your transfers like all your leaves together? I usually store all my transfers in their original packaging. At the beginning, I had all these little pieces, and I put them all in that Ziploc baggie. But for the most part, I put them all in the original packaging. I still trying to decide if that's the way to do it or not the way to do it, but yep. My large ones I hang in a closet on dry cleaner hangers. And I try to put them like seasons together or themes together. But they hang in a closet. I'm in a spare bedroom, so half of it's my crafting room and the other half is my husband's desk, you know, like office. So it's office / craft room. But the closet I use for my big transfers to hang in. Okay, so there's sweet. And now we gotta do summer. And I think I'll do that in the pink. This is pink grapefruit. What would be adorable is a little yellow flower right there, which I may add. They're probably all in the wash unless I find another one. Okay, so we want sweet summer going this way. See, I almost put it upside. If I put it that way, then the word would have been upside down. So I want to make sure I get them the right way. So we want to come in this way. And just line it up on the back side. That looks kind of the way I want it. Okay, so I want to make sure I don't have any red on this. I booked a hotel room in March with Marriott points, but who knows? I know, I don't know. What else did you say? Across the street, but who knows if it's going to be safe to go. I know, right? So I haven't booked anything yet. My husband was thinking about coming, like, you know, we stay longer or come earlier, but, you know, we haven't made any set plans. Or if it's just, I'm going to go and we'll do a different vacation together somewhere else. Because, you know, we're not going to be able to spend the whole time together, so. But I'll need a roommate, so, but I'm just kind of waiting to see, you know, if it's even going to get to happen, hopefully, but even at leadership, back in January, a bunch of them got the flu after that, so it goes to show you how germs can spread in large groups. Okay, Sweet Summer, so cute. And I'll probably put that one on top because this one kind of covers the S, so we'll put this one on top. Right, or I could hang them. I could glue them like that and hang them. So we'll see what they look like on the board. We'll probably want to age them first. Let's do that. I think we kind of want to slightly distressed a little bit on the edges. Not much, because we're working with white frame, and you know we're working with white, so I want them to be white. But I just like to darken the edges so they kind of pop a little bit. Just a little. I don't want to overdo it on this. I've probably been on 55 minutes. I feel like it's been on longer. Okay. Just a hint of the... Yeah, I'm probably going to glue that. Let me plug in my hot glue gun. And then we'll just hang them off of this hole right there. I want them to be positioned just right. And then we need to find some ribbon, which I'll have to dig through. Okay, that's going to be adorable. So, I don't know if you want me to stay on while I do the ribbon, but I have to dig for some, so but get the idea. This is gonna be hanging up there with ribbon across here. Is that gonna be stinking cute or what? Like that. Fun. Can even come down a little bit. Right across. I might have to go right in there. Something like that. It's gonna be cute. My sister is near Sarasota, so I was planning a few weeks since my birthday's July 9th, which is the leadership day. Yes, stay on for the ribbon. Okay, Penny, I will do. On that other watermelon, I used, this is actually Holiday, But look, it's got those perfect colors. So I'm going to use that again. And then, wow, let's see. What do I want to do? This one's cool, but it's got a shimmer to it. It's green. It's got the black. It's kind of neat, even though it's shimmery. I don't know if it's too holiday-ish or not. I was thinking, what do I have? Well, we could always do a buffalo plaid. Well, we got the Houndstooth. I think that'd be, I don't know, maybe since it's a smaller buffalo plaid, it might work. We got this one. I actually have Houndstooth ribbon, but that would be too much. This little buffalo plaid might look okay in there. And what else? If I had a little yellow, it would be pretty. I have a large yellow. This striped one. Let's see. This is green. Okay, well, we got that in red too. The little pom-pom ribbon is cute. Might do it in red. Okay. The thing that I did on my watermelon board, because it was a permanent board, the other watermelon board, was that I stapled it on the back because I knew it was going to be permanent and it didn't have to waste this ribbon here. Okay, and then I actually glued these right here in place so that everything stays in place pretty much. This is still kind of loose, but I don't know if I want to staple this or just run the ribbon all the way across. If it's twine, I don't really worry about. You could always use twine later. I could always use the ribbon later too. I'm just thinking because I'm going to be changing it out, so I don't really want to waste a bunch of ribbon. But and what ribbon would I put? Do you think this shiny is too shiny? What about dropping the ribbon vertical? Yeah, well, then I'll be going over the watermelon. I kind of want it going across, I think. Maybe this is too wide. I could do it in the super low. I feel like it. Decisions. I kind of just want a piece of that in the bow. I don't really want it to be like, whoa. Let me see if I have just plain burlap. I'm kind of trying to get away from burlap because I feel like it's kind of, run its course. But, oh, here's this like a nice little green. There, that looks like it's not totally crazy. Okay, so I'm going to So because the frame goes down into here, the ribbon sticks floating up on top. If I had some of that glue dots or those sticky dots that you can just, you know, remove later. I'm just going to tie a knot right there. When I get these on here, I might just use double-spaced tape and just tape them to the board so they're not floating out. But I'm going to make my bow and just tie it to this. So let's start with some layers of ribbon. We're just going to do the messy bow. So you just take pieces of ribbon and I'm trying to say, I might use this, but just cut it and cut it down. Like, I'm not sure why I'm doing this. I should just left it. It's okay. It won't need to be that long once we'll get it trimmed up. Okay, let's put a little plaid on there. So you just crisscross layers of ribbon. Okay, just like this. And we'll do this one. Just keep crossing it, and I'm even going to put some of this in there. I might tie this around also if I have enough. I might not have enough. No, I don't. Or I could just kind of tie it, tuck it in back behind. Okay, so let's put that in there. And then we got some of these pom-poms. Let's do the red because we don't have any red. I didn't get any red ribbon out. I still have all the reds and pinks together for Valentine's Day. That one's cute. And should find like something pink. That's kind of the wrong shade of pink. It's almost coral-like. Hearts. Bright color, but let's see. When I think about pink, I gotta put some. Yeah, that's pretty. It's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. All right. Now you take your piece of twine, go over your X with it, pick up your ribbons, and flip them over. Okay. And now you're going to just tie this really tight. And get them all laying the way you want them before you cinch it up. Get them turned. Okay. I'm gonna gather them, so you gotta cinch it up. Except for I forgot to put my pom-poms in. I'm gonna undo it. Loosen it up. I'll put these pom-poms in. I think. I have it in black too. Do I have black? just used it the other day. Where did it go? Kind of big in the back. I'm going to put a couple of those in there. And a little bit of this. You cut this off, you gotta knot. There's beads strung on it, so you gotta knot so the beads don't come off. And then we'll put this in there. So, should have done this before I put on my burlap string or my twine, but there we go. Okay, so now we got them all in there, and I'm gonna cinch it up, and that's what you call a messy bow. Okay, so I got it cinched up, and then I'm gonna tie it again to keep it, to knot it. Okay, so that is a messy bow, and now I'm going to trim it how I want it, or dovetail it, however you want to do it. I like to dovetail, especially the big ones. Sometimes I'll leave them straight, or sometimes I'll angle them. It's whatever you prefer. Okay. Any more questions? Yes, around. The green is nice. There's some crazy colors going on in this bow. Okay, so I think I got them pretty much trimmed up, and just kind of maneuver everything to how you want it. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on there. Okay, we need to glue these together how I want them angled, about like that, so you can read them. I'm gonna put a bit of hot glue right on that tag. And then just gonna lay them. Okay. And I'm gonna put some twine on my tag. So I need a piece of twine, so it looks like it's hanging. Folding it in half, sticking the folded end into the hole, hanging that up. And I might just tie it to the green, but I think I'm going to put a little piece of double face tape on it so it stays in the position I want it to. If it was on a permanent board, I would probably, you know, glue it on, but I want to be able to redo this board later for a different season, so I'm not going to glue it. Something like that. Okay, and then these I'm going to just tuck in the back, basically. This is going to be leaning up on my fireplace this summer, on my mantle. So it doesn't have to be perfect. That way I'm not making anything permanent. wanted to really make this tight, I think I could like put tape on the back, packing tape. And then we're just going to tie this on there. See what this craziness looks like. So I'm just now tying my bow onto my green ribbon. And just tying it like I tie my shoe so I can take it off later. And I'm even gonna like maybe leave this green ribbon on there too. Not gonna trim it so I'm not wasting it. So I get the idea. And I might be able to get a tacky dot or whatever you call them just to keep that in its place. And I can do the same thing with the summer, sweet summer. I didn't know how far to hang that down. I just gathered it on there so I can tighten that up a little bit. Let's bring it up into the bow a little bit more. Maybe. There. We gotta rearrange the ribbons, but you get the idea. I might end up cutting that or tacking it up here. And of course, I'll take the corner things off of here. You get the idea. It's kind of cute. I think if we can get it stuck right there, it'd be perfect. So I'll get a little something sticky put on it, but there. What are you using for the tags? I made the tags out of the cardboard that came with the cutout. I did it right here on the live, so you can go back and watch that. But let me see it. I guess I got it up too high. So there, guys, there's one of my summer pieces. I'm going to be layering that with this piece up on my fireplace. I think that's going to be cool with the black and the white frames, yellows and greens, a little bit of red, so you get the idea. Somehow, I will put them up there. But yeah, cool. I just need to get the bow not to sag with some tacky dot thing or something. I'll figure it out, but there you are, guys. We did it. We used the houndstooth and the mask and sweet summer watermelon. I used different leaves and different florals from a mixture of transfers that I had. So made the tags. I just need to pull that up, tack it right there. Probably have to trim this or I'll tuck it under. Haven't decided. Okay, guys. Thanks for chalking with me. I also think I want to put a white line right there to when I see it on the camera, I'm just gonna put a white. Probably use one of our border varieties. It's a straight line, and just fill that in so it looks more, and same across here, so it looks more square. Yeah. Otherwise, it turned out pretty cool. Thanks for talking with me today. That was a big project. I feel like it. So if you didn't see it all, go back and watch it. I'll save it to my iPad and then I'll share it on the feed. So your mantle is going to be, I hope so. We'll see. I'm not going to do it till probably the end of May, but well, I'll put the summery stuff up. So talk with you later, guys. Bye.